drink the ace. Someone asked me.
Yeah, there you go.
And then
How'd you do?
I passed.
Did you
I was
pass
so
first time?
No.
So I was like, I don't know how you play with that. Like, I put a bun in, I take 2 steps, and it's like down here already.
Yeah, because you have to make a ponytail first.
Does it hurt?
And then I have like
bobby pins.
no. Do you mean these ones?
Yeah.
No, I just use a big band, like hair band, for my ponytail, and then go around with another band. Yeah, I have a lot of hair and it's so heavy, but yeah, it's not good for my hair, but it's okay.
Does it hurt when you tie it that tight?
No.
No?
It doesn't.
You used to?
If I go a little bit higher, it hurts. So I have to do it every time on the exact same time.
Do it?
And one thing that makes you feel good is that you enjoy Chipotle and you love it so much where you were excited that you were able to get back and see Chipotle here. So what is your favorite thing from Chipotle and how excited you were to see it here in Toronto?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I didn't remember actually last time if there was one here in Canada or not. That's why I tweeted it. But it's definitely my favorite food when I come back to, US or here. So I'm always actually getting the bowl with brown rice and a lot of guac. But that's when I'm on a diet or during the tournament, and if not, I'm taking the burrito, of course.
I talked to him, actually the first time I talked to him was in Indian Wells.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like 3 sentences. And the second time was the live.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
But Twitter doesn't count?
No, like anyone can type anything, you know? Like,
That's true.
It doesn't count as a conversation. I think we're just both super awkward, so there's a lot of dead silence.
All right.
But you can ask him that.
All right. I'll try.
I feel bad if his answer is completely different than mine. I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
I'll tag him and see what he says.
Ooh.
That's the only way I can communicate with him.
Oh, sorry.
Role model at 19 years old?
Well, I don't know how to answer this. I feel like I am, yes, because I've been getting a lot of messages from younger athletes, just saying how much of an inspiration I am to them, which has been one of my goals for the longest time, and I'm slowly starting to do that. And me stepping on the court, really, I try to just give my best and try to show a really good example to the younger generation, because they really look up to certain players, and I guess one of those players is me, so yeah.
Struggles coming up from juniors to pro. Can you talk about a little bit of what you went through and how you've been able to overcome those kind of difficulties at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely tough as a junior because my parents were not wealthy, and so at one point they had to mortgage their house for me to continue playing, and that was really stressful. So, you know, I never wanted to be a burden on my parents, and they would never say that I was. They always wanted the best for me and did everything they could for me to try to reach my dreams and succeed, and that's something I'll always be so grateful for. But at the same time, I think there were people in positions of power that maybe could have helped out a little bit more. Sometimes now it's okay, but back then it felt like I was not only trying to win matches, but like win the attention or belief of the people who can help you financially. And so it was like always fighting multiple battles at the same time, which can really take its toll. And I never felt like I could just relax on court and play my game. Like there was always something attached to the outcome. And that's kind of when I started to transition into doubles. I was like in my early 20s, and I really couldn't continue playing singles because I needed a full-time coach to help me and guide, and I couldn't afford that, and we just couldn't go down that path. But then I had a pretty good double skill set, and my goal then became to just, you know, find really good partners and try to improve my ranking, and then hopefully, you know, gain some respect from some higher ranked players, and maybe if they want to take a chance to play with me and have some good results. And that kind of happened, and I was really lucky that it did work out, and I was able to like reach my dream of playing all the big tournaments and then the Olympics, and so everything's kind of come together, which has been amazing. But if I could do it over again, yeah, there would be some things that I would hope would have happened differently.
Speaking about your education, you're doing school right now, is that correct?
Yeah.
How's that balance going? Like, what are you studying right now?
Well, I'm at IU East, study business administration, and it's gonna be my second year. So I'm actually taking the summer semester right now.
Wow.
So I have finals actually this Sunday, so that's what I'm gonna do after this interview. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. It's actually something that makes me relax during the tournaments, you know, because you take your head off the tennis, head off, you know, all the nerves that you have to have here, and you know, the focus that you have to have before the match. Then after the match, you're really focusing for the next match. So it's kind of, you know, relieving to me, and I like it that way.
How did you, because you played for Fed Cup for your country, and how has it been intimidating to play with people that you looked up to, or what was the feeling like when you first played for your country?
It was amazing. It was actually a little exhausting, you know,
Really?
all the interviews, and it's many new things like you have to do through days, so it was all new. But yeah, I met Lucy Shafarova. I don't know why I say it.
I probably butcher it.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. So yeah, I was happy for that. We won, so it was a good week.
At 18 years old, how'd you first get into tennis? Because your dad was an Olympian, correct?
That's true.
How did tennis kind of come into the picture?
Well, my dad was a rower.
Okay.
So he was like for me in team, and he always wanted me and my sister to play in individual sport.
Really?
Yeah, just to like an opportunity to fight for yourself.
Okay.
And always you're like in charge of everything. So we were trying swimming.
Okay.
But I got kicked out of the classes. I was scared of water, so
You were scared of water?
yeah. So I couldn't swim. And so tennis was like perfect.
Hai detto che non guardi tennis ma giochi tennis, è vero?
Sì, è vero, perché comunque alleno tanto, poi faccio i tornei, quindi quando sono fuori, a parte tutte le mie amiche
about the big tennis life or something. I was really enjoying competing, and I liked the game, and I did pretty well when I was already younger. I was beating everyone my age in my country, so I was really enjoying competing, but I never thought about, you know, making it or something until I was, I think in the juniors.
Why do you think that was? Was there anything you were more passionate about at the time that you wanted to do?
No, not at all. I mean, I was so young, and honestly, it didn't even feel like it was realistic. Something. It was just I was so young, and you know, it's such a long way to go from when you're so young, just practicing like 3-4 times a week to the professionals. I mean, you never know if, you know, when you're so young, you don't know if you have what it takes.
Yeah, of course.
So I didn't really think about it at all. I was really happy that I was doing well and beating my opponents at the time in my own country, and yeah, I think. And then I started traveling, you know, in foreign countries like close by, like Finland, Latvia.
Convenient too.
Yeah, exactly. And it sort of built on that, and then I started doing well in juniors, and that sort of when I thought it's not as unrealistic as I thought.
I think like last practice. Yeah, last practice yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
I pretty usually do this.
You like doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I was doing some interesting thing with the Tweener, like to do as much as I can in 1 minute.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm at 18, I think.
18?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Inside.
You started playing ITS around what, 15, 16?
Probably the end of when I was 15. I'd say my first like full year playing was when I was 16. Yeah, I think 16. Yeah, I would have been 16 was my first like full year.
Okay.
And then yeah, when I was 17, that was my final year.
And did you think it was time to move up from the USTA level, or was it just a better way to transition into trying to become a professional?
It's interesting. So when I was younger, I wasn't even in I was never in the same conversation as the guys you see today in the US tennis, like Riley and Francis and Tommy and Kozlov and Mo. Like I was never even.
Okay.
You know, you have the La Petitas for the 1200s.
Okay.
Where they'd have a USTA, would have a tournament where they'd rank the 16th best, and then I wasn't even like.
You weren't even at nationals.
I wasn't even selected for the playoff tournament to go to La Petitas. Wow. I wasn't, and not saying like they snubbed me. I wasn't good. Like I just wasn't good, and so. I'd say I was at USTA when I was 15. That's when I started like playing against those guys, and then yeah, I'd say I was like 15 or so when I kind of realized all those guys are playing ITS, and that's when I didn't even really know much about ITS or World Junior rankings.
Oh, of course.
That was all just like
it was an idea or like a concept at the time.
Yeah, like and anyone that had a world ranking was probably just like unbelievably good. You know?
Yeah.
And then I think I played. What happened was USTA gave me a wild card to the junior US Open.
Yeah.
And that was like the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. And so I was in the qualifying of the juniors, and I qualified. I beat two guys around right outside of like 100.
Yeah.
And then I played Severa first round, who was number 1 at the time. I had like no ITF ranking, you know. And he was number 1 at the time, and we had kind of a close match. It was 3-6.
That's not bad at all.
And that's when I'm like, I think I want to give this a try. And that's when I said I want to see if I can become an
All right, so first question, why are you switching to the one-hander?
I mean, I haven't...
Oh, you haven't officially switched, but it seems like you've been getting more used to it.
Yeah, it's something that I've been doing for, since I was 10. I probably should have switched. It's definitely a more natural stroke than my two-hander, but Something I didn't do when I was younger, and now I utilize it when it's necessary, but it's something that I feel comfortable using. And I just use it when I need to, and use the two-hander when I need to, and for me it's just kind of a growth part of my game.
So you're saying you use both?
Yeah.
More naturally?
Yeah, I think the one-hander is definitely a more natural stroke, but it's it's something that I just use to my advantage, and when it's necessary, I need to use it.
Would you say you would recommend it to other people, or would you just say?
I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's different. You're not going to tell these guys. You're not going to tell Stan and Gasquet and these guys to go to two-handed backhands. You're not going to tell Novak to go one-handed backhand. So
exactly.
I think whatever comes more natural, and you kind of live with.
And is it true that you were a skier when you were younger?
I was a skier because on our hometown, of course, it's skiing.
It's always skiing.
Yeah, the first choice. I was 2008 Italian champion.
Congratulations.
And 2012 I was second.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
So what made you choose tennis if you had such a successful career path in skiing?
I enjoyed more tennis, to be honest.
Did you play it while you were skiing?
Yeah, I played some, but
wasn't
very
competitive.
No. I was, of course, I played the little tournaments.
Yeah.
And from there, but I enjoy more tennis because for me it's more playing,
Yeah, you're more involved.
Tennis, tennis is more playing, and I was always searching for that kind of feeling.
Oh wow.
And skiing for me was, it's going everything too fast,
Oh yeah.
Just
you can't enjoy the moment.
No, I mean you can, but just for 2 minutes,
Yeah.
And in tennis you can enjoy for 3 hours, and and especially for all year,
Yeah.
And you can play indoor, outdoor, and skiing.
No matter what.
Did you ever, when you were growing up, you were playing with the Davis Cup guys for Serbia at such a young age. Did that kind of help your confidence, or did you look up to them at any point? Was there a lot of pressure?
Yeah, it was definitely a nice experience. There's so many good guys now, leading with Djokovic, of course. And, just to see how they, practice, how they play, how they behave off court. It was definitely a good learning experience, and it definitely, helped me to know what to do in the future.
And what would you say if someone called you the next Novak Djokovic? How would you react to that?
I'd be happy that people think that, but obviously that's so far ahead, and I don't think it's. It's obviously possible, but let's be honest, it's 16 Grand Slams, that happens, once, I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
So, I'd be happy if I can get one or two. I'd be.
How would you describe yourself when you play doubles? Why didn't you start with singles, or did you start with singles and then transition to doubles?
I start with singles and doubles, of course. I always love it to play doubles. I think it's a lot of fun. We have reflex volleys, a little bit different from singles. We share the court with someone else. I switched to doubles because I was stuck a little bit in my ranking singles, and I had such a beginning of the year in doubles with Andreescu. We won 7 or 8 challenges in a row. Yeah. Then we won the ATP semifinals in Wimbledon the same year. So I decided to go forward for doubles. Actually, my sponsor said my new sponsor at this stage said, if you go play only doubles, I sponsor you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still with me today. We had 13 years together.
Wow.
So I think it was combo.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it because when my parents, you asked before, when my parents was playing in the club, when me said a friend did not come, I jump in to play doubles, so I was playing doubles since kid.
And what would you describe the state of Brazilian tennis right now? Because you have a couple good juniors coming up in the rankings. Do you see yourself as an influence to them? Do you try to talk to them about following their dreams? What do you look for?
Yeah, I always try to help them, especially during Davis Cup. We always, we from the A team ask the guys to bring the juniors together. I have group chat with many of them to talk to them. The way I can help is given my experience on tour for such a long time, and they are so nice. Of course, someone goes a little bit further than others, but it's important for them to keep believing. I mean, I started playing only doubles 25 years old. And then later on, I did many things, so they have to keep going, keep trying, keep practicing, and I hope they're going to make it.
I think my question would be is how many tattoos do you have?
I kind of knew that you would ask that. I don't know why.
Really?
Having you sitting there, I wouldn't imagine you asking me about my first serve percentage.
Okay.
It's okay.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I don't know how to take that, but I have to ask you is why'd you grow the mustache?
It was a bet originally.
Really? By who?
Me and my fitness trainer.
What was the bet?
We in the off season we decided we'll grow moustaches, and we were sitting in the ice bath and it was bloody cold, and we said the loser has to do 3 minutes or 3 to 5 minutes up to the neck in 4 degrees. So yeah, it was a bit of fun, and then obviously I won, and just thought I'd stick to it.
Foothold.
Subscribe to Tweener Pet Tennis. Again, subscribe to Tweener Pet Tennis. Thank you.